This group of 6 calves right here, and the 2 in this other pen are all orphan calves that we've pulled off mamas just yesterday. The bred heifers, we had 230 that we'd calved out, and we had 11 left. And most of those 11 we're probably going to lose this week. Losing our home was horrible. The memories and things like that, but the worst part was the animals. It was a typical windy Kansas Monday. Everyone had fed that morning, and we'd all had lunch together, and at lunchtime noticed the smoke to the southwest of us.
My husband went and loaded our water truck, and he was getting ready to haul water to the fire that was south of us. And my mom and my nieces made a bunch of sandwiches for all the firemen. I was getting that ready, and Jenny came over, and we were talking about how close fires have been in the last several years, and like we've been so lucky so far, like when is it going to be our turn?
Within an hour there was a fire straight west of us, and the winds were out of the west. And that's when we had to decide, do we really think it's going to get here? Do we want to start moving animals around? But we finally decided to start moving groups.
Our goal was to try to get the cattle so that they could at least have a fighting chance of getting out of the way of the flames. But the fire was just so big and moving so fast, we really couldn't do anything. Especially up on the northeast side of our ranch has no wheat fields. It's all grass. And so those cattle had no refuge. There was just no way for them to get out of it. We were to the last pasture to get onto this field that's behind me, and we could see the smoke, and we could see the flames as we were bringing the cattle in. And my dad called and said, "Where are you at? Whatever you're doing, stop, and you got to go east. We got to get out of here." I was on the road, headed over to the highway, and at the cattle guard, I stopped because there was fire in front of me, fire over to the side of me, and it was coming fast. I was on the phone with Jenny at that point, and she had Dad beside her, and they both get to a wheat field. And luckily there I was around all the wheat pasture there. And I sat there while the fire blew over me. When I was scared to death, I was like, if fire doesn't get me, the smoke inhalation is going to get me, because I'm not going to be able to drive out of here. Jenny and I, we prayed a lot on the phone together, and then finally the smoke cleared enough and I could get over to a bigger wheat field, which the smoke was a little bit less right there. And then my aunt and uncle were able to come in from the other side and lead me out. My sisters and I, we talked about it afterwards, and we had so many close calls that night. After that, being put in that position of almost losing people, it makes you look at the bigger picture of things, and maybe that's why we have a little bit more positive outlook on this. We can build back our numbers, we can get more cattle, we can build the ranch back, we can build more houses, we can buy more things, but you can't replace people. For the first few weeks, I just kind of felt numb to everything, I guess. Like, I really didn't even cry all that much. I just had no emotion. Because we didn't have time to deal with it. We were just busy. There was so much to do and not enough hours of daylight in the day to do them. We were working from daylight to dark. We just have to be thankful for what we have left, that everybody's alive, and all the good people that have come to help us. And that's what I think keeps me going. If you want to move forward, I don't feel like you can dwell on the negatives. You just have to focus on the positive. And we're going to have tons of really nice green grass in a few weeks. And we'll have all new fences, so we might not have to fix fence for a while once we get them all back. All the people that we've met, and just I don't know how well we'll be able to thank everybody, but I'll be very excited to pay it forward, I guess, when the time comes.